wonderful Caesar's Palace. Beautiful venue, huge ballroom, tons of people behind us having a great time.
I went out for a little bit and decided to walk around and see what this crowd looks like, and it is so thick you can't walk through.
This is your first Evo, right?
This is the first time.
I want to tell you, this is the first cold Evo. Every Evo before this, it's been sweat all over all of us because it's just so hot in the ballroom. It is freezing in the back of this ballroom, and up front, it's pleasant.
Yeah, I actually was walking around in the bring your own controller area earlier, and I actually had players telling me they were cold, shivering cold.
You might want to let him know.
Yeah, this morning before the crowd got in, when it was Tekken this morning, and because it was supposed to be Tekken and HD Remix this morning, but HD Remix got delayed until noon, so those guys got to sleep. So all we had was Tekken in here and a couple people who wanted to check out the Marvel 3 location test. It was freezing. I was playing Marvel 3 and my hands were shivering.
I think you remember it didn't say, your hands shaking sure didn't seem to stop you from absolutely just dominating me.
What can I do? All right, we're going to welcome back to the mic Mr. Seth Killian. James Chen stepping out for his break as well. We're trying to keep a better rotation on commentators for you guys this year, specifically so we don't blow out our own voices.
Yeah, you guys heard Steve Sonic earlier. His voice was starting to go out on him.
He sounds a little saucy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty soon Keats is going to be able to do Snake voice for us.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Tell me more about Metal Gear. Yeah, I'm getting there. Welcome back, Seth.
Sexy.
Thank you.
The hype has remained high.
Colonel, tell me more. Yeah. All right.
Sanford and RB, I like this.
All right, we got Sanford and RB. Of course, more losers bracket action for you. We're dropping people like left and right out of this tournament here in top 32 action. Evolution 2010. Sanford playing his Zero Suit Viper. RB rocking the Rufus.
Very interesting fight, of course. Rufus without great options against the mix-ups.
Well, they say, I was talking to Mr. Justin Wong, and he said that Ultra 2 is the game changer. That Ultra 2 makes Rufus really good in this fight. But, of course, RB is playing Ultra 1.
That's exactly where I was going. Yeah, it's Ultra 1. I don't know if I like that because rushing down Viper. Viper, of course, subject to Rufus's own shenanigans as well. Not great wake-up options for each, and that's sort of the way it goes. Wow, EX fake into the throw there.
But with Ultra 2, Viper goes into the air, and it's Clayton's.
Yeah.
Viper spends, I swear, about half of every match floating through the air.
Yes.
Ultra 2, it just shuts all of that down.
Might as well give her wings in the next version of the game. Oh, no. Don't touch anything, folks.
Oh, no.
It looks like a two-player pause. Hands are up. Crowd is making some noise here.
And
if it was a two-player pause, that means first player would win the match. The round, rather. Not sure what the judges are trying to figure out. We'll try and get you some information as soon as possible.
I think that they're attempting to determine whether it was a malfunction in the stick or an intentional pause.
Yep. You can see on the camera right now at home, RB and Sanford being talked to by the head judges.
We have some translators in the mix as well.
Correct, and we're trying to figure out exactly what happened and what the solution is so we can get the tournament moving again for you guys.
It did say 2P pause.
It did say 2P pause.
And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Evolution rules, if you pause the game, you lose the round.
Does it matter if it's a malfunction or not?
Unless it does. I believe if it's the malfunction.
If your buttons aren't working, that's one thing. But Sanford
will lose the round.
So neither player is allowed to do any moves, so the EX meters stay where they're at.
Isn't Sanford down around?
Yes, so Sanford will lose
the game.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much meter we have.
That is correct. I think they're just going to let it count down. I'm not really sure why.
Sanford not thrilled.
I believe they're testing the stick to see if maybe there was some sort of malfunction.
He paused that on purpose. One of his buttons was set to 3 punches. He still loses the round, but that's the reason why.
Okay.
Button check is the player's responsibility.
He paused because he had not set his buttons correctly. Is that what you're understanding from this?
That is, that's I think what Ben was trying to say.
Okay.
That Sanford had intentionally paused because he had his buttons set incorrectly.
Now, little known to some players at home, on the side of the controller on default, you get the 3-punch and 3-kick shortcut buttons. A lot of players actually like to disable those, not just so they don't accidentally press them, but so they can press them as a fake-out button. So your opponent hears the motion and button, but nothing happens.
Yeah,
I've been hearing
Sanford,
that a lot more lately.
I must say, Sanford's been a tournament veteran for far too long, and certainly been to too many Evos to know to think he could just pause in the middle of the match.
This is an absolute bizarre occurrence for him to not have set his buttons correctly, and even he looks very upset with himself.
And there are many opportunities to set your buttons here. Of course, the players are up on stage for the entire match that you're watching on the stream. The next match has been queued up, and the players have had that entire period to test their buttons in whatever fashion they.
It's just really beautiful on the stream. No button checks. I love it.
Yeah,
great.
Trying to minimize that. That's been helps keep the action hot. Unfortunately, if that is indeed what happened to Sanford, it's an unfortunate mental mistake.
1 round each.
No.
One game each?
That doesn't make sense.
1 round each does not make sense.
No, it's not. Yeah, RB is up again.
I think Ben might have misspoken.
Yeah, RB is up again, no matter what Ben said. Sanford's going to have to win this one to even it up.
Sanford scoops him out of the air there. RB going straight to that snake strike to keep the shenanigans out of the air. It is actually a very nice challenge to Viper's stuff. If Viper's not really right on top of you, the snake strike will pull her out of there.
Yeah. And RB showing maybe why he picked Ultra 1. Score that damage.
It is a guaranteed combo, and I know at times as a Rufus player myself, I've wanted that guaranteed combo.
It's a guaranteed combo, and it's free. It doesn't really cost him his EX meter that he needs to get